A true cat lover considers their pet their child and would move mountains for their happiness and health. And so everyone thinks that if someone has a cat at home, that person loves them very much. However, reality is not always as joyful and positive as we would like to think. A cat or kitten is not always loved and adored by the person they live with. It also happens that the owner does not care about the purring, or, on the contrary, the cat is very important for something, to show off a rare breed of pet to friends, to shoot a funny video and so on, and not just for himself. But it is known that cats who do not have an emotional connection with their owner, do not have a well-established daily routine, do not have a proper balanced diet, live much less than their designated lifespan. That is why all veterinarians and animal psychologists strongly recommend thinking carefully before getting a meowing pet at home, studying the characteristics of the breed, and being ready to become a friend and a caring owner for your cat. Conventionally, we can highlight several signs that the owner does not love his cat. 1. The cat is very fat. Videos of overweight cats always get millions of views online. But what does that do to the cat? Its health is undermined. It is difficult to move. Its internal organs suffer. It is good if the owners treat their pet for excess weight, but what if, on the contrary, they fatten it up? Some people need such a fat cat for funny videos, while others simply cannot refuse a pet that habitually begs for junk food from the table. Advertising with excessively fat cats is already banned in many countries. And this is right. A healthy animal should be well-fed, but not overweight. 2. The cat is always alone at home. Getting a pet so that it will be bored and alone all the time is not a good idea. Any living creature needs communication and attention. Treating a cat like a toy, only feeding and cleaning the litter box, is wrong. Doesn't a loving owner have 15 minutes a day to play with their kitty? 3. Food. Scraps from the table. Yes, even now there are still those who do not consider it necessary to feed a cat properly. In their opinion, he should either get his own food or eat what is left after the owners have eaten. And what kind of love for an animal can we talk about here? Although situations happen all sorts of things, and if a person's standard of living suddenly changes, then this is understandable. But if it is possible to buy the right food for your pet, but this is not done, then this is not normal. 4. Furniture is more expensive than a cat. Of course, it's unlikely that anyone will experience indescribable delight watching a cat scratch a new and expensive chair. However, for some, this desire to keep their upholstered furniture in its pristine condition reaches the point of absurdity. The cat is punished, its claws are trimmed, anti-scratch posts are bought. Is the sofa more important? It seems so. But there are more humane ways to discourage a cat from damaging property. A convenient scratching post, for example, or a special anti-cat coating for upholstered furniture. 5. If he hits, it means he doesn't love. It seems that even the most ignorant person has long since realized that no amount of physical punishment will train a cat. This will only make her deeply unhappy, but it won't change her behavior. It's easier to beat, but more difficult to educate and train. But in the first case, the result will be 0 or negative, and in the second, it is possible to achieve harmonious relations between the cat and the owner in their life together. So if you think about it, there are still many things that cats don't like, but I wanted to focus on these 5 signs only because they most clearly show dislike for their pet.